Hi guys, welcome to the channel. In this video we are going to solve the LeetCode question number 27, remove element. We have done the look-alike question of this in the previous video, that is question number 26, that is remove duplicates from sorted array. It's kind of same, but it's better to pause that video also. I will add a card in the top right corner of this video, so make sure to watch it. Not the same, but almost same. The general idea is same. And so let's see what this question states. And this has been asked by many interview questions along asked by the major companies: Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, Google, Adobe, Accenture, Uber, Meta, Bloomberg. Let's see the statement of the question. And so we have given an integer array nums and an integer val. Remove all occurrence of val in nums in place. So in place means we don't have to use any extra space. We have to do the operations in the same array that we have given as the input. So we have to remove all the occurrences of val. In this example, the val is 3. So we have to remove all the val means 3 from this nums array. The order of the elements may be changed, so it's not important to return in a fixed order. You can return the answer in any order without the val elements. So in the previous video, the question number 26, we have to maintain the sorted order. So then return the number of elements in nums which are not equal to val. So we have to return the number of elements that are not equal to val. So 2 and 2 is not equal to 12, and the length of this is 2, and we have to ignore the, so consider the number of elements. Change the array num such that first k elements of nums contains the elements which are not equal to k. Yeah, that's the same that I've told you about. Means remove the 3 and the all remaining elements that are not equal to well, place them in at the first of the nums array. The remaining element of nums are not important as well, so we can skip these 3 if they come afterwards with them. So the compiler doesn't care. And return the k. What are k? The length of the with elements that are not equal to val. So let's see how can we solve this question. And so to solve it, this is the example: 3 2 2 3 3 2 2 3, and val is 3. So we have, so the val is 3 means we have to remove this val, and we have to get these two that are not equal to val, those elements that are not equal to val, we have to put them into the front of this array. So the best possible way in your mind that comes in, and the main thing we have given, that you can place the extra values after these elements that are not equal to val in the end of the array. That compiler doesn't care, you can ignore that, and we have to not maintain the correct order. So we can directly do what, those are equal to val, so we will iterate over the array. If we get an element that is equal to val, we will remove from front and push it to the back of the array. So that's the correct choice. And the back value we will, in terms of, we will swapping out. So we need two pointers. So first we place at the I at the start of the nums array, and the second j pointer we will point at the back of the array, the last element of the array. So we will check if nums of I, if nums of I is equal to val. Yes, is it equal to val? So what we will do, we will initialize the ith element value with the jth element value. So what we will do, ith n of I equal to n of j. N is nums of j, don't confuse with the n size. So here the j is also the same as 3, so it doesn't care to swap it out, and in this condition j will move backwards, so j will come here. Is nums of I value, because we have swapped it out with the j, so suppose this is j3. Is nums of I is equal to val? Yes, it is equal to val. Still is it equal? So what we will do, we will swap it out, not swapping it out, but replacing the values, assigning the nums of j value to the nums of I. So 2 will come here in place of 3, and j will minus minus, and j will come here. Is nums of I is equal to val? No, the nums of I currently becomes 2, and it is not equal to 3. So we will run the else loop, that is simply forward the I. So the I comes here, and again we will ask, because if you run the loop, that is I less than j, so you will forget about this element that has not been evaluated yet. We have to pick this element also. So the while condition will be I is less than equal to j. Then we will ask, is nums of I means the 2 is equal to well 3? No, it is not. So we will forward the I. So I will come here, and it will break the while loop, and we will return the nums of I, the length of the elements that are not equal to k, not equal to val, is 2. Simply means where our I is standing, ith index. If I mark the indexing 0, 1, 2, 3, where I is standing is it the 2th index, and our answer is 2. So we have to simply return the location of the I. So that's the logic behind this question. Let's quickly solve it in LeetCode. Is the famous interview questions, as I told you about in the starting of this video. So is the famous interview question, most important interview question also. So let's calculate the size of the nums array, and the first pointer will be point to the 0th element. Initially the jth pointer points the n minus 1 index, while I is less than equal to j. Why I is less than is equal to j? Because if you don't do the I is less than equal to j, then you will not evaluate it. Some test cases might fail because of that, because you are not evaluating this element, a certain element. Then we will write the condition, if nums of I is equal to val, and So nums of I become nums of j, and j will move backwards, else I will move forward. And what we have to return? We have to return the location of I. Let's try to run it, and the test cases is passed. Let's try to submit it. Yeah, the solution has been accepted. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure you like, share and subscribe. Watch out the other videos also. Thank you.